it's Tank and Trucker here, and we're going to do a review of this funny looking but awesome new Tier 7 Russian light tank. Kind of goofy looking, but I'm really liking it. Well, I only had one match in it so far, but I really like it. Let's go ahead and do a review of this, and I've got a game for you and some post-game stats. Wasn't anything spectacular, but the team that unfortunately I was stuck with really sucked ass, so did the best I could before I got tore up. So what do you get? Well, you get 880 hit points. It's a light tank. Armor in the turret is kind of non-existent, or I mean, excuse me, the hull is non-existent, but the turret you get a little bit better in the front. You get 40 in the hull in the front, 110 on the turret, and it's a big turret too. On the side, you get 40 on the hull again and 80 on the turret, and in the rear, you get 40 on the hull once again and 80 on the turret. And that is a big turret. I wish this turret were like half the size. If it were half the size, oh yeah, this thing would be so much harder to hit when you're on the move. But yeah, with that big old honking turret, that gives a pretty good pretty good target from to shoot at. The gun on this is actually really good. Well, pretty good. Stock is 10 rounds a minute. Standard pen is 144. Premium is 194, and you get APCR, which is phenomenal, and your HE is 44. Average damage is 180 for your standard and your premium, and 300 for your HE. Average damage a minute is 1800 with a 0.4 dispersion and 2.3 aim time. So dispersion and aim time is not the best stock, but once you add a crew that's all right and some perks, you can bring those numbers down. My rate of fire is 11.59 rounds a minute. My reload is 5.18 seconds. My turret traverse is 50.6, and the traverse speed of the hull is 50.6. So you don't really have to worry about getting circle strafe, but if you're doing the circle strafing, it's really good at that. Gun depression kind of sucks at -5 and +25. Obviously, 25 is good, but -5 doesn't make it too easy to work ridge lines. Aim time is 2.21 seconds, but I do have the vertical stabilizer so that it keeps your reticle shrunk down that much more, which is nice. Dispersion is 0.38, so still not the best, but what are you going to do? My average damage per minute is 2,086. The weight is 25.5 tons, so don't be ramming into anything or you're going to be back in your garage. Engine is 650 horsepower, so your specific power to weight is 25.41. 63 kilometers an hour in forward and 20 in reverse, and you will get those speeds no problem and be able to maintain them. Concealment's actually very good at 26. If I didn't need the coated optics, I'd throw on drawing a blank here. We're going to cheat. Camouflage net. Duh. Oh my God. Couldn't think of what it was called. Well, it's old age setting in. I just turned 47 on April 14th. Happy birthday to me. So must have burned a couple brain cells out on my birthday. My view range with the coated optics is 396. I think without the coated optics, it was right around 362, I think it was. And signal range is 761. I'm really liking this. I don't play light tanks, but this little guy might make me change my mind a little bit. I really seem to, let's look at my emblem for my clan. It's up on top here. You can't even see it. Yeah, I really like this little guy. Seems to be a lot of fun. And yeah, so if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll be right back with some gameplay and post-game stats for you. Hey everybody, it's Tank and Trucker here, and you ask yourself, Tank and Trucker, what the hell is that funky looking little tank? Well, it is a new Tier 7 light tank. It is called the LTG. It's a Russian Tier 7 light tank. And I don't play light tanks much at all, but I think I might have found a new niche in my gameplay with this little guy because if I didn't hit those pits, I'd be going quicker. I actually really do like this little light tank. She tools right along, and you get up to your top speed, and you'll maintain it pretty good. But yeah, she hauls keister. Unfortunately, we only had myself and an IKV 103, which I believe, if I remember right, it's like a tier 5 tank destroyer. Can't remember. Well, let's just pause it and take a look. Yeah, it's tier 5. And let's shut all those stuff up on accident. So, I want to get up in this bush, and the thing I was fearing is first match in it. It does have good camo rating, but I don't play light tanks at all, really. So getting up here, I'm just going by what I see other people do when they play their light tanks. And when I saw this Cromwell, I started pooping my pants, and I thought I am going to start shooting at this guy. I don't think I was actually lit when I hit him, because he's obviously not aiming at me. But now I know I'm spotted because of the simple fact that I just saw a round fly by me from that center field. But Cromwell gets taken out in that 12T. Of course I would hit him and track him. Why not? It's just a 12T. It has no armor or anything. But I was staying up here, and it's still just me on the side. And then the rounds start flying in from a Scorpion. So as soon as that happened, I started backing up. And I saw that T50 rolling forward, so I thought, I'm going to push forward here, and hopefully he'll at least get that Scorpion lit, and I'll be able to put a hurting on him. Unfortunately, he went over that hill, and that 1357 tore him up, but the Scorpion, I was waiting to try and get a shot on that 1357, but I didn't. And I saw the Scorpion light up, and he's still aiming up towards this way, so I knew when I took a shot, I was kind of hoping I didn't get lit. Took a couple blind shots. I think I ended up hitting him at least one other time there out of the blind shots. That shot right there was kind of pitiful on my part. With this new matchmaking, though, phenomenal. It's just freaking phenomenal. Just the simple fact that I'm in a tier 7 light tank, I don't have to worry about being in a match with tier 9s. Yeah, look at the biggest tank on here is a tier 7 actually. So this is the mistake that I really made right here. I should have just kept right on going. I don't have 6th Sense on this vehicle, so not having that, I should have known I was probably lit. Because if you see when I get hit here in a second, like just about enough time for him to aim in on me, and I think I get plugged here in a second. Yep, there it is. So I was lit that whole time. He was just making a very good aim in on me. So, and if you watch this, the one thing I got shot in the ass by a 1357. But I do see matches where other light players play, and I know one thing: don't drive in a straight freaking line. So I kept weaving and dodging, and I ended up only getting losing 78 hit points in the keister there from that. I did get hit in the track, but I was able to keep on rolling, and I figured I was going to go ahead and circle back up around and go back up there and try and keep that lit. Our T1 Heavy is down there, but he's on the left side of the road, so if there's anything on my side of the road, it's not going to really light it unless he pops up over that hill, which he does not. So I start moving up here to try and keep this side semi sort of lit in case anything's coming up. And if our heavies had half a brain, and their family tree wasn't all of one, they would have come over here and pushed when they were getting their asses handed to them over there. But yeah, I definitely want to get 6th Sense on this because it just, in a light tank, when you're scouting like that, nothing sucks more than not knowing if you're lit. I could have probably sat up there the whole match and kept, lighting the enemies if I would have known if I was lit or not. But, I'm not going to just sit there and risk it. And if somebody clicks on me in a second telling me to push forward, yeah, with all 522 of my hit points, with basically no armor, I'm going to push. Yeah, I don't think so. So I kind of grab my pacifier and set back here and kind of hide like a little baby for a little bit. And finally, I go to move forward, and I start moving forward a little bit if I remember right. And here comes the Scorpion and the 1357, and yeah, I just got tore up. And knowing where that Scorpion was and that 1357, yeah, it's right there. The FE304 is clicking on me, telling me to move forward. I said, "You want a spot? You go spot." I'm almost dead. Hell, he's faster than me, and he's got about the same armor as me. Actually, he's probably faster than this. That's one thing that pisses me off. I don't tell people how to play the game. Yeah, I said, you scout, I'm almost dead. I don't tell other people how to play the game. I don't click on their little icon on the mini map and tell them, you push forward, you push forward. I mean, it'd be a different story if it were um, a scout tank that didn't do anything. But I mean, I had actually pushed up and scouted, and I was, almost dead. So I figured I'm better off setting here. So if they come up this way, at least I can light them before they get all the way up here, and get shots on them. Yeah, Tiger P, move your butt and do your job. I looked at his stats. He needs to uninstall the game. That dude freaking sucks royal ass. His average damage per match is like, I think it was like 230 or something. I mean, that's it's just sad. So basically, he does almost, I quote, almost one shot of damage per match. Yep, he's a real stud. He's going to tell me to do my job. Well, fucking learn how to play your heavy and do your job. Hell, if some of the heavies would have came over here, we probably would have won this match. But basically, they left the whole side open for one light tank with 880 hit points to cover. Yeah, like that's gonna work. I mean, I did the best I could, considering I don't play light tanks. I started pushing up, and sure as shit, as soon as I move, boom. And I'm tracked, now I'm ammo racked, and so yeah, so that's what happens when you listen to fucking idiots that don't even know how to play the game themselves when they tell you to push forward and stuff. You know, so I should have just sat right there where I was. Probably would have spotted that Scorpion and got at least an extra shot off on him, and he'd be dead. That 1357, I don't know where the hell he was, but he was just pounding me too with gold rounds. I bet you he didn't make any profit on that match. Every round I got hit by him was for the premium round. But anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some post-game stats for you. So I'll be right to back. Okay, so this is the results of that match. Obviously, inbreeding was in effect for the team that I was on. I looked up the stats of like the Sky guy. He needs to uninstall the game because he just completely sucks. I mean, I've seen some low win rates and win rates, but when your average damage is like 200 a match, obviously you don't know what end of the gun to point at the enemy, because yeah, he sucked pretty bad. Our T1 Heavy, he was, well, we won't go into that too much, but obviously, as you can see, this team just like this Sky guy, his family tree is it's a telephone pole, goes straight up and down because he sucks ass really bad. I wonder if he's got like 5 eyes, but they're all in the back of his head or something, because he got 3 kills, but it's because of everybody else doing all the damage. Anyways, yeah, this is that new LTG. It's a light tank, and I'm actually liking it. I don't play light tanks too much. You don't get a lot of hit points with it. 880 for a tier 7. But like I said, I don't play light tanks a whole lot, so it takes a little getting used to it. At first, I thought by the looks of it that this turret was like solid, like the DLC almost, but it actually does spin. I didn't look to see if it spun all the way around. Let me see what the turret traverse, dispersion, aim time. Where is? Oh, I can't find it. Turret traverse. Yeah, it only gets 5 degrees of gun depression, but it's all right. It's workable. I can't find it. I'll have to try take into a test room just to give it a try to see if it does spin all the way around. I didn't look to see if it did. I imagine it does. But anyways, so that was my first match in it, and I went up into that tree area and got some lights on their Cromwell there. And I don't think the Cromwell, ever spotted me, or he did spot me, and he just, I don't know if he never just shot at me, or I don't know. It was kind of strange because where he was, I don't have Sixth Sense on this yet. That'll be one of the first things I get on this because it's nice to know when you're lit, especially when you're trying to light the enemy team, for your team. I did make a couple mistakes when I was up in that tree. Thinking I was lit, I started taking some shots at some of the stuff in the center of the map. And once you take a shot, you're lit. So more than likely, if I wasn't lit, I got myself lit. I could have stayed passive up in that tree area, not shot. But by the looks of it, our team was just falling apart quicker and quick. When I got quite a bit of my health knocked down, which, like I said, you only have 880 hit points. I backtracked it, backed up, and, obviously people don't understand when you have no health that you're not going to go set up there so that they can finish you off. Some guy was typing, "Oh, push forward, do your job, do your job." Well, I was like, "Yeah, what? So I can die?" And he just wouldn't shut up, so I kind of started moving forward. Bad mistake. As soon as I did, here comes 3 of their light tanks and their Scorpion, and they were able to pretty much finish me off pretty quick. But yeah, we just had a pretty pitiful team. Anyways, I spotted the Scorpion there, and he had 52 damage done to him upon me spotting. Bounced one of his rounds for 240. Hit him 3 times. 2 of the rounds, one of them knocked out his engine and his fuel tank, and did 574 damage to him. The AMX 1357F, that's that little light tank. It's got that 8-round magazine that just spits them out quicker, and you can get them loaded. Bounced 3 of his rounds for 90 damage. Hit him twice for 356. Spotted the Cromwell right off the bat, and when I spotted him, 206 damage got done to him. It looks like 65 done. He got shot, and then I knocked his track off, and then somebody else hit him for 141. I hit him 3 times, knocked out his ammo rack, and destroyed his track, and did 544 damage to him. Spotted their AMX 12T, shot him, and of course, just knocked his track off because it's in the Bat Chat family where no matter where you shoot it, your rounds just go and then just disappear. So, got second most damage at 1,474 damage, and like I said, you can see this team was just pitiful. I was really shocked when I saw, we lost that match, and you see that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their team members did 0 damage. Basically, that platoon 2 is what carried it for their team. If it wasn't for that platoon right there, I feeling they probably would have not done so well, probably have lost. I had 16 shots, 9 hit, 8 pen. Shot 1 premium, and the rest were standard. But with the new matchmaking, it was actually a great matchmaker for me. I was able to shoot basically all standard rounds and all of them penned except for one. So from a distance of more than 300 meters, did 550 damage. Got hit 11 times, 7 penned, 4 bounced. Damage blocked by the armor was 330. This the hull armor on this sucks, but it's got a pretty good turret armor. Not super good. I mean, it's 110, but not bad for a light tank. Spotted 1, damaged 4, destroyed 0. Damage with my assistance was 356. Made 23,550 credits, and after they fixed the tank back up and resupplied the ammunition, we still made 7,105 credits. Yeah, so I actually really do like this tank. A little goofy looking, but yeah, it tools right along, pretty good speed, and with that low silhouette to the ground like that, if that turret were, if that big old road wheel wasn't there and it went straight across from the gun here, it would be so much better. It'd be so much harder to hit, but you got that lump that sticks up right there, and makes it easier for him to hit with that sticking up like that. And it's only got 5 degrees of gun depression, so it's hard to run ridge lines, especially with that, because you go pop over and you got that big old chunk sticking up. You think you're clear, and they still hit you anyways. But yeah, pretty interesting tank. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.